Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show. Before I get on out of here, I had to talk about a story that's very, very important. And albeit indirectly, it involves Caitlin.
All right, buckle up, because everything we thought we knew about women's basketball, and maybe even professional sports as a whole, is about to get flipped on its head. For months, the chatter online has revolved around the drama surrounding Caitlin Clark. The shade, the rough fouls, the whispers of jealousy from veteran players. But while the league's old guard was busy trying to slow her rise, someone else was watching from the sidelines. And no, it's not a sneaker deal. Not a modest contract bump. This is on a completely different level. We're talking whispers of a $1 billion game-changing move, and yes, Stephen A. Smith just confirmed the rumors live on national TV. This isn't gossip anymore. Reports are now surfacing that the Saudi Public Investment Fund has its eyes set on a full-scale, hostile takeover of women's basketball. And their targets? Two of the league's brightest stars, Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Imagine pairing the deadliest shooter of a generation with one of the most marketable faces in the game. That's a pairing that could make the WNBA look like a minor league overnight. And Stephen A. Smith? He basically threw the WNBA a warning. Protect your golden goose, or watch someone else swoop in and own the whole kingdom. To truly grasp why this billion-dollar rumor has the WNBA sweating, you have to understand who's sounding the alarm. Stephen A. Smith has been the loudest, most unapologetic voice calling out the league for mishandling Clark. While others tried to sugarcoat the fouls and the drama as part of the game, SAS called it exactly what it was, pure jealousy. He didn't just whisper it, he blasted it on air, exposing the absurdity of Clark flying commercial, getting body-checked by Kennedy Carter, and being left off the Olympic roster. And now, SAS has taken it a step further. He's not just criticizing, he's predicting the inevitable. The market has a way of correcting itself, he says. You can't suppress a talent worth hundreds of millions while paying them $76,000 a year. That's rookie money, and yet Clark has already become the financial engine of the WNBA in just months. Smith's point is clear. Loyalty only lasts until disrespect begins. The league treated Clark like a threat, and now she could very well become the competition. Let's break down the numbers, because here's where the WNBA's argument completely collapses. Clark's rookie deal? For years, totaling roughly $338,000. That's $76,000 for her first year. To put it bluntly, some NBA bench players make that in a week. And yet, this is the league that claims, we can't afford more. For 27 years, they've said they were losing money. But in 3 months, Clark reversed that narrative. Attendance is soaring. Jerseys are flying off shelves. TV ratings? Through the roof. She's generating millions, but her paycheck barely covers rent in a major city. Enter the Saudi Public Investment Fund. These aren't small-time investors. They deal in billions. And when they see someone like Clark, they don't see a rookie who needs to earn her stripes. They see a global superstar being undervalued by 99%. A rumored $1 billion offer isn't just money. It's an empire. A paycheck that could dwarf the combined earnings of every WNBA player. And when you compare that to $76,000, the decision becomes crystal clear. But make no mistake, this isn't just about cash. It's a strategic play on a global scale. Remember LIV Golf? The PGA Tour had a monopoly for decades. Then the Saudis came in, didn't negotiate, they bought players outright. Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson. Hundreds of millions just to show up. The media cried sports washing. The players got labeled greedy. But the money won, and eventually the PGA had to merge. Insiders believe the same playbook is being executed with women's basketball. Targeting Clark is smart business. She's the engine that powers the league. Without her, the WNBA could fade back into irrelevance. With her, a new league could dominate instantly. But a superstar alone isn't enough. You need a partner, a rival, marketability. Enter Sophie Cunningham. Why her? Not just skill, but brand power. Recognition. Media savvy. She's gritty, charismatic, and exactly the player advertisers want in the spotlight. Together, Clark and Cunningham would be the faces of a revolutionary league. a perfect blend of talent and marketability. And why would Clark even consider walking away? Because the WNBA didn't exactly roll out the red carpet. From the moment she arrived, it was open season. Bitter warnings from legends like Diana Taurasi. Relentless fouls, trashy plays, and a league that watched her get body-checked without consequence. The Kennedy Carter hip check wasn't just a foul, it was a statement. And SAS exploded over it, calling out the league for failing to protect their biggest asset. The old guard didn't want to hand over the torch. They wanted to snuff it out. Clark has been courted before. Remember Ice Cube's big three? $5 million just to play 8 games. She said no, choosing to chase a WNBA championship instead. But now, with the Saudi rumor floating around, that offer seems like pocket change. The difference is scale. This isn't a side hustle, it's a full-fledged league. Fewer games, luxury travel, no salary cap, infrastructure that addresses every complaint players have had for years. Ice Cube proved Clark's value. The Saudis proved the market can sustain her permanently. Deals with Disney, Amazon, NBC. All built on the Clark effect. Without her, those billions vanish. Networks pay for Clark. Not the WNBA. Veterans who hazed her? Their paychecks evaporate. Karma, right? SAS has been warning them. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. And yes, the moral critics will come out. Saudi money, human rights, sports washing. But let's get real. Morality doesn't pay the mortgage. NBA players taking millions from China? No outrage. Golfers taking Saudi money? 6 months of outrage, then back to business. WNBA players making $70,000? Can we really blame them for chasing a deal that changes their lives? Fans will complain online, but the talent wins. Clark and Cunningham will draw crowds wherever they go, temporary outrage aside. The duo also hints at a tour-style model like tennis or golf, rather than city-based teams. Imagine Clark and Cunningham traveling globally, London, Tokyo, Dubai, New York, playing high-stakes exhibition games. Fewer boring regular season games, more spectacle. Marketable, exciting, and disruptive. The casual fans will follow them, leaving the WNBA behind as a developmental league. And here's the kicker: silence. Usually, rumors are denied immediately. Not this time. Clark's team? Quiet. Cunningham's camp? Quiet. SAS? Fueling the fire. Silence often means negotiations are active. And with the grueling season, long travel, and physical strain, the allure of a private jet and billion-dollar backing becomes hard to resist. Players realize they have the power. We are on the edge of history. The WNBA had a chance to embrace the future, but jealousy and mismanagement blocked the way. Now, the rumored $1 billion Saudi-backed deal with Clark and Cunningham isn't just a payday. It's a revolution. The question isn't if Clark will leave the WNBA. It's when. And when that press conference drops and the numbers are revealed, sports as we know it will never be the same. So tell me, would you tune in to watch Clark and Cunningham's breakaway league, or would you stick with the WNBA? Your answer might just decide the next era of women's basketball.